Sleepy, creepy Joe Biden. Senile Joe. Hey, Biden's up to 8 sexual assault allegations now.
I heard that, yeah.
That dude went from 1 to 8 in like a weekend. Joe Biden killed Me Too single-handedly. It was all about Me Too until Joe Biden molested a whole bunch of women. Sleepy Joe. I don't know how Sleepy Joe is, or was. He spent a lot of time molesting women. You know what I mean? Joe is the new Bill Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Joe Biden is the next Bill
I just stuck my fingers in her without asking. Joe Biden, what a creepy old man. Senile old man.
Why did they try to speak in fun?
It's not Joe Biden, it's Joe Hyden. Why is Joe hiding? His handlers will not let him out, because every time he does, he looks like an old fool.
Triggered.
Judy made it out today, she's awesome.
Yay!
And Brian, again, he's always here, man. Brian's awesome. Yeah. Democrats are triggered because Trump's gonna win, and they all know it. And they can't stop it. We got all our Trump art and flags set up. King Trump. I got a crown on his head. Just because it triggers the lefty weirdos. Space Force Trump. Democrats are mad. They're mad about Space Force. They're mad they didn't think of it. Democrats don't want to go back to work. They want to stay quarantined. And it seems like the conservatives want to get back to work. You know what I mean? They want to feed their family. They can't do it sitting at home. They can't pay their bills sitting at home. Democrats, they don't seem to care. Democrats, they've been wanting to ruin this country for how many decades now? This corona thing just gave them a means to kind of fast track it, you know what I'm saying? They think America is filled with racists and some kind of weird patriarchy I don't get. Male, white male, toxic masculinity, maybe they're blaming it on, who knows? You know, they have 50 million excuses of why they can't make it. I guess getting off your ass and getting a job, and that's too much to ask. Yeah, Democrats don't like America. They think they're oppressed. Look at all the Democrat debates, man. Not one American flag in there. They're too dumb to know that this is the greatest country on earth. If they hate it so much, why don't they ever leave? They never leave. Hey man, is Kim Jong-un dead or not? Imagine being Kim Jong-un. I can't even say his damn name. Kim Jong-un. Imagine being that dude. And when you die, not one person misses you. Hey, if you're in Seminole County, you gotta vote for this Richard Gobble dude. Is it Gobble or Goble?
I think it's Goble.
Goble?
I think it's Goble.
Might be.
I like it to be Gobble. It'd be so much.
What's up, Greg? How you doing, man? Good. Nice to see you. New York City. They got hit hard, right? They got hit harder than any place in the country, right? Uh-huh. I don't know, man. The more you look at it, I don't know. New York City. You got de Blasio as the mayor and you got Cuomo as the governor. Two idiots. The lefty news media, they keep putting Cuomo on like he's some kind of damn expert. That guy dropped the ball. If anybody was a complete failure at the COVID crap, it was Cuomo and de Blasio. They put Cuomo on TV every day like he's doing a good job. That guy sucks. Have you seen the picture of Cuomo where you can see his stupid nipple rings through his shirt? That guy's a freak. Freak and an idiot. New York City, that's where over half the deaths in this country are coming from, right? That just don't sound right. What about all the other big cities, man? What about Atlanta? What about LA? Something ain't jiving here. Well, then you come to find out that 4,000 or 5,000 of these deaths, supposed COVID deaths, they never even tested them. They just assumed. That lefty governor and that lefty mayor, they're fluffing the numbers up big time. And they're trying to get some kind of government aid because their city is broke. They're trying to use this COVID thing to scam the Fed out of a bunch of money. That's what's going on here. When this thing first hit, they didn't close anything down in New York. They didn't listen to Trump. They said Trump was a racist and they weren't going to abide by, you know, what Trump was asking everybody to do. You know, when Trump stopped flights from coming here from China, Nancy tried to put a bill out there to prevent Trump from banning flights. You know what I mean? They fight Trump every step of the way because they want this country to do terrible. If this country does bad, then they can try to use this to make Trump look bad, and that's all it is. That's why they're not going to cooperate. That's why they're not going to put people back to work in these lefty states and cities. They want this economy to do real bad. Then they can blame Trump for it. You ever notice how these lefty politicians, they don't ever take responsibility for anything? Did you ever notice a lefty in general won't take responsibility for anything? They always got to blame somebody else.
Yes, I'm so excited. Look what I got.
Hey, oh, you got one of them hats. That's like 4 of us wearing these hats today.
Yeah. There's a Trump store on 441 and I got to it today and it was open.
Yeah, so when it started getting bad in New York, right? The first people needing help the most are the elderly. They're coming into the hospitals, right? Out of the old folks' homes. And Cuomo made them all go back to the old folks' home and get treated there. You know what I mean? Those weren't the right kind of nurses to be treating those elderly people, and a lot of them died there. So 1/4 of all New York deaths were senior citizens coming out of these homes. Cuomo sent them back to their homes to die. Anybody ever gonna do an investigation on that and all the fake COVID deaths that they're claiming in New York so they can get money? Funeral directors in New York are coming out and saying that every single person that's in their funeral home is COVID. But when they ask the relatives about it, the relatives always go, no, they didn't die from COVID. That's just what the city is saying. What a scam, dude. They're doing it for the money. They're trying to get money out of this. How pathetic. It's disgusting. Hey, what's Joe Biden running on? I mean, what's his campaign slogan? Anybody know? What's Biden stand for other than snipping kids' heads and molesting women? Hey, what's the Biden campaign slogan? I don't even know what the hell it is. Rocky Trump fighting for America. Keep it up. Yeah, half the deaths in this country came out of one city. More than half the deaths. That is one corrupt place. Those guys lying about the numbers. Hey, Democrats are so dumb. We need to start a new campaign slogan, and let's call it prevent Trump from cheating. We need voter ID laws. Trump's gonna cheat, so we need voter ID laws. Come on, guys. Everybody knows Democrats don't want voter ID laws so that dead people can vote and illegals can vote. You know, if they don't get this country completely opened up soon, we're gonna have big troubles. We already got the food chain breaking. You know what I mean? Farmers are plowing over perfectly good vegetables.
Really knew what they were doing. Why did they try to sneak in funding for NASA?
Farmers are killing millions of chickens because they got nowhere to take them. All these cows that they're gonna have to euthanize because they can't process them because all these processing plants are closed. I heard Wendy's in some states, they don't even have hamburgers on the menu because they don't have any hamburger. You go into some of these grocery stores around here, they let you buy one package of meat, that's it. Wow, that's a bad sign, man. It's gonna get real bad in this country. Just imagine some of these poor countries, right? People are actually gonna starve to death because of this world crashing economy. It's not good, man. More people are gonna die from the economic part of it than this virus shit. Yeah, the virus is real, but the regular flu still kills more people. The hype over this virus is a hoax, man. A complete hoax. The Democrats and the media, man, they're pushing it hard. They've grasped onto this thing, man, because they feel like it's the last chance they have to get rid of Trump. They can blame Trump for everything. They don't blame China. That's where it came from. That's who concealed it. The World Health Organization. They helped China hide it. Nobody does a story on that. They want to try to pin everything on Trump. Our media is so corrupt, man. It's pathetic. We're never going to be totally free, man, until we have an honest media. We're nowhere close to that. Triggered! Triggered!
You know something? My daughter could do better than that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna flip us on, put some heart into it. Come on.
Put some fucking heart into it, man.
Is that all you got? My little sister can do better than that.
So the Democrats and the lefty media, they need to keep pushing this fear, man. Make everybody think we're all gonna die from this COVID crap. That way they can keep Joe Biden in hiding. They don't have to break him out. You know, every time Joe comes out, he just shows everybody how his brain ain't there any longer. What's up, man? How you doing? Nice to see you.
Oh, man.
Imagine that campaign strategy. You got to keep your candidate in hiding because that increases his chances of winning. You know what I mean? How shitty is your candidate where that's your strategy? Wow. Not to mention, if they can keep pushing this fear on y'all, they can convince you that we have to vote by mail. Now that's how they're gonna cheat right there. They're gonna tell you we gotta vote by mail. You can go to a packed grocery store, you can go into Lowe's or Home Depot, right? But you can't go vote? That don't make any damn sense. And we're not having that because that's how they cheat. That's just another reason why they need to keep pushing this fake hoax on y'all. You know, more people die from diarrhea than this stupid hoax flu. Yeah, they'll keep pushing this fake hoax on y'all so that it keeps the economy suppressed. Because if the economy's doing good, Trump does good. You know, what happened here was beyond Trump's control. And once everything normalizes, you know as well as I do, Trump's gonna bring the economy right back. You think Joe Biden's gonna do that? Get out of here. You know, another reason to keep the hoax going is that way they can prevent Trump from having these massive rallies. No matter where Trump goes, he fills these huge stadiums. They can't win when Trump's filling stadiums all around the country. You got the Democrats and the media working with social media to squash any dissent. Anything that goes against their narrative, man, they're gonna censor us. Trump's gonna win. They keep saying they're gonna swap Biden out. That's the theory. You gotta get Biden out of there because he's such a crappy candidate. How can they swap Biden out? Biden went through the whole process, went to all the debates. You know what I mean? How do they pull the rug out from Biden and not make it look like they're cheating like crazy? I don't know how they do it. I think they're stuck with creepy, sleepy, pedophile Joe. Bummer for them, right? We got the coolest hats in Castleberry.
You bet. Yeah. Trump 2020, baby.
Give everyone $2,000 a month to sit home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're really doing everything they can to push their socialism.
They sure are.
$2,000 a month? That don't sound bad, but it don't last forever before we all run out of money.
And already,
that's how socialism works.
Already we see
it works for the first year and a half, and then there's no more money.
The restaurants are trying to open, and there's already people on TV saying no one wants to come back to work. They're getting too much on unemployment.
Yeah. So what happened is these people that work in restaurants and stuff, not only are they getting their $1,200 or whatever it is, then they're getting an extra $600 on top of it. Some of them are making more money by sitting at home. No wonder they don't want to go to work, back to work. Stupid. It's kind of hard to run an economy when everybody's sitting at home on their ass, watching TV like a Democrat. Buy American, y'all. Hey, you see all the protesting going on in Michigan? Storming the Capitol up there. The governor, Gretchen Whitmer, whatever her name is, lying to the media, the crooked media, and she's telling them that all these protesters up there were carrying Nazi flags, crap like that. The media's going along with it, like there's a bunch of Trump supporting Nazi people up there, and none could be further from the truth. The media in this country is just as crooked as that governor. There were people carrying Nazi flags, okay, holding up pictures of that governor woman as a Nazi. They're comparing her to Hitler. They weren't Nazi Trump supporters. The media, they're not just crooked. The media is the Democrat Party, okay? It's Republicans against the media.
Propaganda.
We flattened the already flattened curve. Hospitals are empty all around the country. Nothing to do. I think some hospitals are going bankrupt already. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. The whole purpose of flattening the damn curve was so we didn't overwhelm the healthcare system and the hospitals. Well, there's nobody in the damn hospitals. So you release the ropes a little bit, get the economy going. Some states and some cities just won't do it, man.
Do not.
We're all gonna catch this COVID crap. If you ain't caught it now, you'll catch it next time around. They don't have a cure for it. Just like they don't have a cure for the common cold. They say they have a vaccine for the flu, but the flu still has killed more people than this COVID crap. So much for the flu vaccine, right? I'll tell you my experience with the flu vaccine. I got the flu vaccine before and it gave me the flu. I'll never do it again, man. I don't trust that crap. And they come out with a vaccine for this COVID crap. I am not taking it. Bill Gates is all over this vaccine. Hey, I wonder, how do you turn $100 billion into $200 billion? Come up with some weird vaccine that you can convince the whole world to take. Is that guy that greedy? That he needs more than $100 billion? I don't trust that Fauci either, man. He's tied at the hip with Gates. It's always MAGA country, baby. Hey, the stimulus package so far, all right, if nobody gets any more money, it equates to $16,000 for every working American. Are we gonna pay that off or just keep racking up the debt? I think America is the poorest country in the world. We owe the most money. China owns us.
Where's Iran?
Democrats act like they want to keep us all quarantined because they care about us. They don't care about us. They don't care about life. For every one person that dies of COVID, I already did the math. For every one person that dies of COVID, 20 babies are aborted. Killing little babies is wrong. I don't care what you have to say. There's no way to defend that. It's disgusting. Weirdo! funny bumper sticker on the car. What a dummy. Vote blue no matter who rapes you.
Yes, protect the pedophiles and the lowlifes. You know that Congress gave themselves a raise? Well, you had to sit around waiting for your stimulus check.
Yeah, Pelosi on that first stimulus, she wasn't going to help the American people until she got her raise.
Trump, baby, Trump! Trump!
What's your Facebook page again? Operation Flag Drop, one-man rally.
Follow it. If you catch the corona, you got a 99.9999% chance of living. Hey, if the corona hoax don't work, they're gonna roll it on over into the murder hornets.
Right.
Murder hornets are coming! Oh my God. Murder hornets! The China flu, the only virus in history that kills economies.
Keep calling this the Chinese virus. There are reports of dozens of incidents of bias against Chinese Americans in this country. Your own aide, Secretary Azar, says he does not use this term. He says ethnicity does not cause the virus. Why do you keep using this? A lot of people say it's racist.
It's not racist at all. No, not at all. It comes from China. That's why. It comes from China. I want to be accurate.